welcome to my channel, Thrifty Day. Today I'm going to be doing a layout all about decorating my Christmas tree with my family and my dogs. We also get new ornaments every year, so I'll be featuring the ornaments everyone got for 2020. So right now I'm just going through and trying to find the right paper and odds and ends. Some of it's vintage, some of it's new, a lot of it is Tim Holtz. So let's get started. I needed to find a few pages that would work for the layout I had in mind. And so I'm just going to go through my papers and see which ones work best. I love these Tim Holtz papers because they're so vintage and so cute. So I just found a couple pieces that would work. And this Tim Holtz paper is actually a little bit textured, so I use double stick tape instead of glue. I think it works better for these wallpaper prints of his. I threw a little glue on there just because I didn't want it to come off. This little piece worked perfect because there was just a tiny little spot that needed to be filled. And it didn't match, but I kind of like mismatch. I think that eclecticness in a magic memory book is what makes it very interesting. That and the interactive parts especially. So I did need to trim the top because it was a little bit long. And so I just did that by flipping it over and cutting across the top of the page. And as always, I add a little washi tape in the middle just to make sure it doesn't lift when there is a lot of page turning, because people like looking through magic memory books, especially holiday ones. You just want to make sure everything's very secure. So that was important to me. I kind of had a very good idea already of what I wanted to do for these pages. Sometimes I come in kind of blind when I make these process videos, but I think it's because I've made so many Christmas layouts my whole life that I already sort of kind of knew what I wanted to do. I've had this little Christmas vintage book page for a while, and I knew that I wanted it in my book because I love the little children dancing around the tree. And I wanted it to be featured, not covered at all, so it is going to just be prominently displayed on the first page. It was important to me to keep these pages relatively simple because I really wanted the photos and the memories to speak for themselves. I didn't necessarily need it to have a ton of different layers or aspects. Christmas is very loud already in terms of colors and moments, so I really just tried to keep these pages a little more basic so that we could just enjoy the memories. So I'm just going to add a really cute little sticker with some words on it, and that page will be done. I wanted to feature a picture of our Christmas tree. We had to get a new Christmas tree this year because we have 3 large dogs. Last year we only had 1 medium-sized dog, and so our living room isn't huge, and so we needed to get a new Christmas tree. A little bit smaller, but I think we found one that's the perfect size that still filled the room but was able to accommodate dog beds and a lot of activity in our living room. So I received this beautiful Christmas card from Sanctuary 28 Studios, and so I used the envelope as a holder for some photos that may not make it into the main spread. And I knew I was going to use this vintage paper as my journaling space because I knew I would need a lot of journaling space because I would want to talk about decorating the tree. So I'm just going to use some glue to put it right down onto the page, and I will do my journaling off camera mainly because I have a lot of thoughts and I want to make sure that I convey it all rather than trying to quickly put it on paper while I am filming. And I knew I wanted to put my Christmas tree right on the card there so it would be prominently featured. We had so much fun decorating the Christmas tree this year. We really just used special ornaments and vintage ornaments or handmade ornaments. And then the other thing we did was we shopped small and bought new ornaments from small shops. And some of our favorite ones will be featured. You'll see at the end I'm going to put some photos into that pocket eventually of two of our favorite new handmade ornaments. And not only are the ornaments amazing and beautifully done and well crafted, but they were made by two people that we absolutely adore. And so I was excited to put them in my Magic Memory book and feature them. And I also add a little vintage Tim Holtz sticker. I bought this little sticker pack from Joann's probably in October, and I regretted not buying two because I use the stickers on everything. They're really cute. So if he comes out with a Valentine line, if I see it come out soon, I'm going to buy a bunch of it. And it's so cute. So now what I want to do is I want to make a pocket to store some photocopies in. I made photocopies of my old Christmas book, which I of course will keep, but I wanted those memories to carry over into this new book. And so I'm just going to make a simple pocket I'm using hot glue, hot gluing 3 sides down onto the page. I'm using hot glue because there's kind of a lot and I want to make sure it doesn't come off. So you could use double stick tape or any other form of adhesive, but I chose hot glue. So just do 3 sides and stick it right onto the page. And then I'm going to take those photocopies of all our favorite ornaments starting from 2019. My family, we get new ornaments every year, so as you can see, I've wrote them down ever since 2019, all the way, I mean, not 2019. Gosh, I don't even know, when did I write it down? 2001, there we go. So from 2001 all the way to 2019, I have our family ornaments on those papers. So it's a lot of history there, starting in 2001. So I folded them all down as thin as I could. They're just photocopies from the book I featured in my last YouTube. And I'm sticking them in that pocket just so that we can always look at them going into 2020. Put some thick washi tape on there just to cover up that little blank space so it doesn't pull attention. And that looks pretty. So the pocket is essentially done, but I am going to add a photo to that pocket. I wrap everybody's presents very, simply every year. And they were little brown bags this year, and I wrote why I chose those ornaments for them. So I just wanted to put that on there as a memory. Even our dogs got ornaments because our dogs are very much a part of our family. Even our foster dog, Granny, got an ornament. So everyone got a little present. We all open them together the day we decorate the Christmas tree. So that was a fun memory. And I've been using these little black photo corners in this layout because I think it adds a nice little vintage look. And it helps keep it on the page. Just add another little word sticker because it's so cute. So now what I'm going to do is put the photos of the actual ornaments I gave everyone on there. This year everyone got different ornaments based on kind of what happened in their year in 2020. And so I'm just trying to figure out how I wanted to put the layout on there. And Abby took this really great picture and made a really neat edit of our Christmas tree, and I really loved it, so I kind of wanted to feature it. And so I ended up putting it on the top, and I decided to do a flip out so that I could use all the photos because they're all so cute, and it was important for me to show them. And then I also decided to use this little paper punch on the bottom to add a little lace look to the paper. It just makes it decorative and pretty. So as soon as that's done, you'll see that I use washi tape on the top and bottom of the page to create a flip out for all photos. This is a really simple technique with washi tape that I use a lot, and I think it's really a good thing because you can feature more photos or journaling or memories by making an additional page just using washi tape. So once I trim down the Christmas tree picture, I just use double stick tape to add it to the front of this little flip out. And I just put these little black corners on the photo to make it look vintage and pretty. You can find these at any craft store. I believe I got mine at Michael's. And then I'm going to use one of these little tags. I got this adorable little box of tags on Etsy. And I just want to write, or stamp rather, 2020. I'm just going to keep it very basic because on that flip out or flip up, I'm going to do my journaling all about the ornaments that everyone received. So I don't really need to put a lot on the label. So I'm just going to use those stamps I got at Joann's and write 2020. So once I add the photos of the yearly ornaments, my layout is essentially done. I just need to add all my journaling. And I was really happy with how this came out because I think I was able to feature everything I really wanted to feature. The ornaments, the Christmas tree, the gift wrap, and some vintage goodies that I've been holding on to and excited to use. So I did add a few more of those corners just to keep it all uniform since I had used them on all the other photos. I just wanted to keep the flow and make sure they were on these ones as well. So pretty much done. I just need to get my journaling in, and I end up adding the photos of our favorite new handmade ornaments into that little pocket. I add a little Tim Holtz decal. The glue stick didn't really work because that decal was pretty thick. They're really good quality. And so I just grabbed a couple pieces of washi tape to make sure it would stay down. And I actually liked the way it looked. Looked more actually because it looked a little more vintage, kind of like a vintage scrapbook. It gave it a really neat little feel, so that worked out. Here's the finished layout. I was really happy with how it turned out. I think it was a good idea to keep it simple, let the memories and photos speak for themselves. I added some photos of my favorite new handmade ornaments from Daniel's in Fantasyland and the Gnome Home Store. I was also happy I was able to bring some of my old Christmas book into my new Magic Memory book. And I also love that I was able to detail the ornaments that everyone received this year. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday and a Merry Christmas.